Good morning students, this is Sheba. Now we are going to discuss about Signals and Systems Unit 2 Analysis of CT Signals. In our previous session we have discussed about the Fourier series and its representation along with its coefficients. In this session we are going to discuss about Fourier transform. As we have said in the earlier session itself, analyzing periodic signal can be done by using with the help of Fourier series, whereas in the case of aperiodic signals, how it can be analyzed? Can aperiodic signals be analyzed in terms of frequency components? Yes, the Fourier transform provides the tool for analysis of aperiodic signals. The major difference with respect to the line spectra of periodic signals is that the spectra of aperiodic signals are defined for all real values of the frequency variable omega, not just for a discrete set of values. The Fourier transform in general can be represented as x of omega is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t into e power j omega t dt. The signal x of t is said to have Fourier transform in the ordinary sense if the above integral converges. And so, it has certain conditions like the integral does converge if the signal x of t is well behaved and x of t is absolutely integrable. That is, it must be less than infinity. Consider if the signal x of omega is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t is into e power j omega t dt is a complex function. By using Euler's formula, we can rewrite it as in terms of real and imaginary component like x of omega is equal to r of omega plus j into I of omega, which represents the sine and cosine, namely real and imaginary parts of the function. From this you can find the magnitude and the phase response as modulus of x of omega is equal to square root of r square of omega plus I square of omega, and argument of x of omega, that is frequency, its phase value is nothing but tan of arc tan of I of omega divided by r of omega. If x of t is a real valued, then x of minus omega is equal to x conjugate of omega. Consider if for an even signal this x of omega, how to calculate? For an even signal which varies from minus tau by 2 to plus tau by 2, here you can see it is an rectangular pulse and so its value is equal to 1, which is marked in the diagram. So since it is an even function, 1 into cos of omega t dt, we integrate the function and we find the value as tau into sin c of omega tau divided by 2 pi. So which you can mark as an output in terms of amplitude spectrum and its phase spectrum. So whenever we are finding the value, we need to find the Fourier transform, we need to find the amplitude of the signal, we need to find the phase of the signal. Band limited signals. A band limited signal is a signal who has a finite spectrum, that is, most of signal energy in the spectrum is contained in a finite range of frequencies. After that range, the signal power is almost zero or negligible value. And so it need to satisfy the Nyquist criterion, that is Fs is greater than or equal to 2Fm in order to retrieve the original signal components. Inverse Fourier transform. So its formula is nothing but x of t is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity x of omega into g power j omega t d omega. And so Fourier transform pair is formed as x of t to x of omega. Moving to the properties of Fourier transform, they have the major properties like linearity, shifting, that is time shifting, time scaling, time reversal, multiplication by power of t, multiplication by complex exponential, multiplication by sinusoid, differentiation in time domain, integration in time domain, convolution in time domain, multiplication in time domain, along with Parseval's theorem and duality. As you can see here, the summary of this Fourier transform properties. In linearity, alpha into x of t plus beta into y of t in time domain is equivalent to alpha into x of omega plus beta into y of omega in frequency domain. In time shifting, x of t minus t naught in time domain is equivalent to x of omega into e power j minus j omega t naught in frequency domain. In time scaling, x of at, that is a is the scaling factor, is equivalent to 1 by a into x of omega by a in frequency domain. In time reversal, x of minus t is equivalent to x of minus omega. And in multiplication factor by t power n into x of t is equivalent to j power n into dn divided by d omega n into x of omega. Multiplication by a complex exponential x of t is into e power j omega naught t is equivalent to x of omega minus omega naught in frequency domain. Multiplication by sinusoidal x of t into sine of omega naught t is equivalent to j by 2 x of omega plus omega naught minus x of omega minus omega naught, and similarly x of t into cos of omega naught t is equivalent to 1 by 2 into x of omega plus omega naught plus x of minus omega naught in frequency domain. Differentiation in time domain d power n divided by dt power n into x of t is equivalent to j omega power n into x of omega. Integration in time domain, integral of minus infinity to x of tau into d tau in time domain is equivalent to 1 by j omega x of omega plus pi into x of 0 into del of omega in frequency domain. Convolution in time domain, that is x of t into y of t, is equivalent to y of x of omega into y of omega in frequency domain. Multiplication in time domain, x of t into y of t is equivalent to x of omega into y of convolution y of omega in frequency domain. And so from these two properties, that is convolution in time domain and multiplication in frequency domain, you can see that if we convolute two signals in time domain, it is equivalent to multiplication of two signals in frequency domain. Vice versa, if we are multiplying two signals in time domain, it is equivalent to convolution of the two signals in frequency domain. Parseval's theorem, one of the major theorem, integral of x of t y of t dt is equivalent to 1 by 2 pi integral of x conjugate of omega into y of omega into d omega. It is nothing but y of t is equal to x of t integral of modulus of x of t the whole square into dt, which is equivalent to 1 by 2 pi integral of modulus of x of omega the whole square into d omega. In duality, x of t is equivalent to 2 pi x of minus omega in frequency domain. So based on these properties, they will be asking problems. Each and every property you need to know in clearly along with its proof, so that you can also explain it in questions, explanation questions, as well as based on that properties you will be asking problems. And so you need to clearly know about the properties of the Fourier transform. Fourier transform of periodic signal, that is x of t be a periodic signal with period t, then it can be represented with its Fourier transform as x of t is equal to summation k is equal to minus infinite to infinite ck e power j k omega naught t. Omega naught is equal to 2 pi by t, which is the angular frequency, fundamental angular frequency. Since e power j omega naught t is equivalent to 2 pi del of omega minus omega naught into, it is x of omega is equal to summation k is equal to minus infinity to infinity 2 pi ck del of omega minus k omega naught. For unit step function, the Fourier transform is u of t is equal to integral of minus infinity to t del of tau d tau. Using integration property, u of t is equal to integral of minus infinity to t del of tau d tau, which is equivalent to 1 by j omega plus pi of del of omega. So these are all about the common Fourier transform pairs that may be asked frequently. And so you need to clearly know about the Fourier transform pair, that is Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform formula. You also need to know about analysis and synthesis equation. Same, it is the same like Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform. They may be also twisting and asking like analysis of synthesis equation. Obtain the Fourier transform. So 2 marks they may be asking small problems like e power minus at into u of t to find the Fourier transform of this signal. And also inverse Fourier transform. So you need to clearly know about the formulas which we are using for Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform, and also properties they may be asking as a part B question, or else problems of the along with the properties may be also asked. Fourier transform plot may be also asked in big questions. So Fourier transform plot means you need to find the value of Fourier transform first f of t, and then you need to find the value of magnitude. After that you need to find the phase spectrum. So you need to plot the amplitude as well as the phase spectrum also. Here they have also given the link for Fourier transform and its properties. And suggested book references from Signals and System, Dr. J.S. Chithod, page number of chapter 2, 32, 30, page number 30 to 59 corresponds to the of presentation which we have discussed now. Talking about the real-time example, as you can see, these Fourier transform are majorly applied in speech processing, music composition, image processing, etc. So it is an inevitable one in real-time applications domain. Hope you all have not clear knowledge about these applications of Fourier transform. If you have any doubts in this, you can ask me and get the details. Thank you.